Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. What a day. We have breaking news. SEC finally caved. They did not appeal the grayscale decision over spot ETF, so it's inevitable it will happen, and this is good news for crypto, good news for Bitcoin. And as I've been preaching on this channel forever, Bitcoin is the best 401k, and the price will only go up. A lot of institutional money is going to come into this space. FOMO will begin, retail, all in time for the halving. Guys, I'm going to lay this out for you. And I'm also going to talk about a little bit of Cardano and Solana, my other favorite altcoins. And, they're doing big things as well. But the spotlight's on Bitcoin. Let's get into it. So if you like the content, please hit the like button. Definitely help the channel grow. And if you want to see more of the content, subscribe to the channel. All right, let's see what we got. We have green, 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 green. And that's what I love to see. We've been trading sideways for a little bit, and the market's been red. But with the news of Gary backing down, Bitcoin did hit 27,000 for a little bit. It's back down to 26.8. As I will preach in this video, this is the time to be DCAing. I mean, we have a lot of global stuff going on, but I continue to DCA because I believe Bitcoin is very, very strong. A lot of these altcoins, yes, they can 10x, 20x plus, but will they be around 5-10 years from now? I don't know. Bitcoin, I can say with almost 100% certainty that it will be around, and the price is only going to get better. If you look at Bitcoin where it was 10 years ago compared to where it is now, even that is down from 69,000 down to the current level, it's still way, way, way higher than it was 10 years ago. So that's what I like to see. Now, so the reason for this video. So SEC lost their case against Grayscale. Grayscale basically wanted to change their futures ETF into a spot ETF, and basically Gary and SEC said no with no clarification. Judge said you cannot do that, and so everybody was kind of anticipating for SEC to kind of appeal this decision, but they did not. So that is positive. Does it mean that a spot ETF is inevitable? Yes, it is, but knowing how Gary does, he probably will delay this a little bit. So I saw this article on Cointelegraph. It said basically what happens after this ruling, right? And basically this guy kind of summed it up in a nutshell. He is a Bloomberg ETF analyst. His name is James Seifert. He basically said that what he's going to do, although he won't approve, or SEC won't approve the spot ETF initially, he'll just delay it. And that's what we're kind of expecting. I truly believe that Gary's going to delay all spot ETFs until he can't anymore, which will put us right in March 2024. And we all know that the Bitcoin halving is April 2024. That's why I believe the stars are aligning for Bitcoin. And I continue to preach, yes, DCA into your altcoins, but Bitcoin, hold on to that. That's going to be very, very special. And even a little bit right now is going to be worth so much more 5-10 years from now. So basically, he goes on to say that if they don't appeal, does it automatically mean that we're going to get a spot ETF? He says no. SEC could attempt to deny on new grounds, but as many others have said, it'll probably be difficult for them to do it. What he does believe is that they'll find ways to keep delaying, and this is what I think is going to happen as well. Now, another reason why Bitcoin is a strong, strong investment, in my opinion, is because of the debt. And right now I'm going to highlight what's going on in the U.S., but all over the world. It's not only unique to U.S., it's all over. Just inflation and the debt that is mounting right now. The value of your currency, whatever country you're in, is devaluing. What you can buy 10 years ago versus what you can buy now is less. And opposite Bitcoin 10 years ago, what you can buy with Bitcoin now is more. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. But looking at U.S., 33 trillion in debt. This article goes on to say that the government has already racked up 1.5 trillion deficit in the first 11 months of 2023. 1.5 trillion. Now we have other stuff going on in different parts of the country. I feel for everybody involved, but whatever conflict it is, if you want to call it war or conflict, it gets expensive and you have to spend money on it. So everybody involved, It's just going to increase. It's going to be more money, more spending. Under unchanged policies, debt dynamics in the U.S. are very unfavorable, according to this IMF person. The U.S. debt situation is looking increasingly precarious, and corporate defaults are up as interest rates stay high, according to the IMF. The U.S. fiscal situation is the most worrying amongst all world countries. That's interesting. That's largely due to the rapid pace of government spending, with the U.S. already having racked up 1.5 deficit trillion in the first 11 months of the fiscal year. So again, the way I'm choosing to protect myself is with Bitcoin. And take a look into Bitcoin. I think it's very, very safe, and it's the way you protect yourself against whatever happens in the future. A lot of moving parts, a lot of different things can happen, and I just like to be safe. Next, we have this. As I mentioned earlier, the halving is coming up April 2024. And according to the National Root on Twitter, you should give them a follow. They post good Bitcoin content. We are currently having process at 86%. Look at the charts. History does not always repeat, but it tends to rhyme, right? And this chart kind of supports that. If we look at this first halving here, this is where it was. After the halving, boom, up, 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 up. Second halving, right? Boom, up again. Goes down a little bit, trading sideways. Third halving, goes down. Boom, we go up. Now, we know we could have probably went up higher. FTX trial kind of revealed how they were trying to keep Bitcoin under $20,000. So there was some manipulation there, but my guess is probably would have went up higher than that. Go down, trading sideways. We have all, the central exchange issues. Crypto winter. Now we're approaching halving number 4. And if history tends to repeat or rhyme, we are going up. And before, we didn't have China, or we didn't have the Asian market into crypto. We didn't have spot ETFs coming into crypto, all the institutional money. The FOMO is going to be bananas, going to be crazy. Not to mention, God forbid, if we get into a recession, guys, trust me, get a little bit if you can, and you'll thank me later. Not financial advice. Next, we have this chart from Michael Saylor, big Bitcoin bull. And basically, a lot of people, a lot of gold bugs say, hey, invest in gold. It's been around forever, and it's safe. This is what you should do to protect yourself in case we get into a recession or depression or whatever the case may be. But last 10 years, if you look at gold versus Bitcoin, it speaks for itself. Bitcoin up 159% versus gold negative 6%. All right. A lot of advantages between gold and Bitcoin. I won't get into too much of it, but as far as transport, that's the easiest. Electronic wallet, something like that, versus carrying gold bars or whatever the case may be. Now, enough of Bitcoin. Let's talk about Cardano. Cardano. A lot of people hate on Cardano so much, man. Call it a ghost chain. It's not going anywhere, too slow. But okay, that is the case. If you think that, you're fair to believe whatever you believe. But according to development activity, this is according to Sentiment, Cardano has the most developer activity out of all chains. Number 1, Cardano. Number 2, Polkadot, Kusama, blah, blah, blah. But we're focusing on Cardano right now. So don't sleep on Cardano, because Cardano went up to $3 and it didn't have half the things that it has going on right now. They're just continuing to plug away, and developments are coming. You have, Hydra. We have Midnight, and they're starting to come up with side chains. Do not sleep on Cardano. I believe the ecosystem's only going to grow. They're getting into NFTs as well. DeFi, now they have DeFi as well. They didn't have that before last bull cycle. Don't sleep on Cardono. I love it. I still like Cardano. Next is Solana, my other favorite. And Solana has been getting a lot of institutional money lately, more than Ethereum. Why is that? Someone that I follow on YouTube called Invest Answers, James. I like his material a lot. This guy's a straight shooter. He's not shilling anything. He always says people are always looking for something that's faster, cheaper. And ETH, we know, is not faster and it's not cheaper. And he believes that basically if you look at the market cap between ETH and Solana, is ETH that much better than Solana according to market cap? No. And I agree. According to this Twitter post here, it says Solana is favored by institutional investors with 31 million inflows so far this year. The partnerships, we all know about Visa, Shopify, Solana Pay, and all of that. Then we see the TBL is also growing. Solana is in the top 10 right now as far as TBL goes. It's crazy. It's growing. Bitcoin saw an inflow of 20.4 million, while Ethereum experienced an outflow of 1.5 million. So I just talked about got on my soapbox talking about Bitcoin for the longest time. Solana's gotten more institutional inflows than Bitcoin and ETH. You think about that. Ethereum continues to underperform compared to Bitcoin, with outflows totaling 114 million this year. Thoughts? Now, we talked about DeFi, and we see Solana at number 9 with 313 million total value locked. I'm just saying, that's my hedge on Ethereum. I like Solana a lot, and I think Solana is going to do big things as long as we have this continue to go up. I'm going to show you some other things about Solana. Look at daily active addresses compared to ETH and Cardano. And if we look at this most recent, right, this is October 12th. ETH had 327,000 daily active addresses versus Solana 227,000. Daily transactions. This is very surprising to me. Per the last 7 days, Solana had more daily transactions than Ethereum. According to Artemis, Solana has 17.2 million daily transactions versus ETH 1 million. Guys, you do the math. I'm trying to tell you, Solana is going to blow. As long as they can keep their no other outages and they come through, they keep growing, and this Fire Dancer comes through by the end of the year, watch out now. So, in closing, things are looking, they're pretty boring right now in crypto. A lot of retail investors are gone. But if you're watching this channel and you're watching me talk about this, you're a true believer in crypto and the space and where it's going to go. My current strategy right now is Bitcoin. I'm DCAing and then into that heavy. And everything else, I'll trickle down into Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, Chainlink. And right now, those are what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on that a lot. And, as we get into 2024, latter part of 2024, then I'll start looking at other altcoins. But right now, my main bags, I'm starting with Bitcoin at the top, ETH second, Cardano, Solana, Chainlink, and then everything else will follow. So guys, I hope you liked the video. Please stay strong. Don't get scared out of the market. Things are just beginning right now. I mean, it's going to be great. And when we're sitting pretty come the end of 2024, 2025, you'll be thankful that you stayed strong, you kept the faith, you didn't listen to the naysayers, and you stayed here. So I hope you liked the content. Until next time, thank you for spending your time with me. Talk to you later. Bye.